Yeah, Assassin's Creed, lasso to the hammer squeeze. Thor and Wonder Woman battle at the apple trees. Or like Adam Eve happened at an Applebee's. Y'all can go half on a sample platter, you can have with cheese.
Alrighty, so Hell, let's talk about, not Hell, Hell of a Boss, but let's talk about a spinoff, Hazbin Hotel. So Hazbin Hotel is a spinoff of Hell of a Boss that was on YouTube that got a lot of popularity. Pretty much Amazon, A24 picked it up to make it a show. And let's talk about A24 for a real quick second. This studio right here is the best studio in Hollywood to date. They are doing things differently. They're pushing the envelope. They're giving you content that are not the same type of saturated MCU or superhero genre or copy and paste from a movie. They're doing things differently. And if you want good quality content for films, you want different diverse films, not diversity, diverse films, it's A24. They're doing good things. They won Buku Awards for that show Beef. And Beef was like one of my favorite television shows last year because it was just entertaining. It was no races involved and no race. It was just an entertaining show about Asian people, and some in the suburbs and some dealing. It's just with two people that have beef, and they made it a damn 10-episode show and they knocked it out of the park. So yeah, sorry about that. So I heard about the show. On like while back, but also one of my subscribers said, "Are you gonna review it?" And I said, "Maybe," because I haven't seen it at the time when he asked me. So I said, "Maybe." He said, "Okay." So, this is me reviewing it. So before I get into it, my rating for it is a 7.9 out of 10. Not bad. It's okay, but I enjoyed myself. I can see myself rewatching the next 2 episodes. I can see myself rewatching season 2 because the story they gave me was pretty interesting. I'm a sucker for Heaven and Hell. I always like the Heaven and Hell arc. Like I really am a fan of that. I love it in Supernatural. I loved it in Bleach, the anime, even though they used the Hollows as demons. But I like that. I like stuff like that because, again, there's actually history behind that. Because, again, I was raised in church a little bit, but that always interests me when the pastor would say, "Oh, it was heaven versus hell." I said, "Oh, wow," because I was into that stuff. I've always liked the whole story behind it because it's so unique to me. These beings from heaven and hell, and you always want to know what happened. And I always like people's interpretation of it. This interpretation, the devils are a little bit good. They're not bad. Now, they ain't no saint. These fools here, yeah, they have some judgment to do, but they're not monsters. The angels, on the other hand, yeah, something off of them. Some of them need to be turning those halos to horns. And I just like the interpretation they did there. But the world building they did was great. As soon as I got into the show, they actually explained and I was like, cool, that's all I needed. There's a lot of sexual themes in here. Again, the shows remind me of Drawn Together. If y'all seen that show on Comedy Central, I might put it through here in the clip so y'all might know what I'm talking about. And then I'm like, oh yeah, Johnson, I remember that. That's what it reminds me of. Especially with the sexual thing. You don't know who's with who. You don't know who's with that, type of thing. And that's fine. But pretty much the show follows around Charlie Morningstar, Lucifer's daughter, which is her mother's Eve. And Adam and Eve's story type of thing. So I don't need to explain that. And this was very interesting. I did not like the musical part aspect, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. So I can't say too much about that. Because at least it wasn't bearing to the level of I need to pull out my ears. And it was quick and easy, and it was straight to the point, and we moved on past it. So that's the best thing about it. And it was catchy, too, at times. Did I need it? No, but it was fine. So this show has my curiosity, even though right now it's a 7 out of 10 right now for all 6 episodes. When I do my season finale of the show, which will be coming next week, or this week, whenever the show airs, I'll do a review of it. I'll air it. And yeah, I should have waited for whatchamacallit, the show ends, but the show's on a high right now for me, and those 2 episodes could break it down. And I was like, let me get the positive out there first before the negative comes. So I said, yeah, let me do that. But overall, it's pretty good. I enjoy it. Again, another one, A24 got a hit on their hands. Amazon got another hit. And I like how Amazon does this show, because we need to talk about Invincible, but I'll talk about Invincible in another video, how Amazon screwed that show up tremendously. Yeah, so 7.9 out of the 10, and very enjoyable. And if you guys haven't seen it, go check it out. I have no complaints of it. As always, like, subscribe, peace, have a Johnson day. I'll see you guys in the next video.